What's up, everyone? Noah Walker here with my video series Accumulated Knowledge for Team Cardhoarder. And here we are in, unfortunately, my last video. I know, sad. At least for right now, my last videos. And, I figured switch it up a little, play a Delver deck again, No, Devin told me to play something degenerate, and I was like, dude, I'm not just going to net deck some dumb Hypergenesis deck and just die to you. Started building an outline for a Blue-Red Delver deck, looked kind of sweet, looked up a couple lists, took some of their things from it, and came up with this. So before we get into the matches, I'm going to go over my list a little. Got 16 lands. I actually just stole them anyways from some dude's list. I saw one list that had like 4 steam vents, 1 island, and 4 steam vents, 1 island, and like no mountains and probably an extra fetch land. But I decided I wanted basic lands just in case he was playing some sort of Blood Moon deck. I wasn't really sure exactly what he was going to play, so I just wanted to, maybe his deck was going to do a lot of damage, so I wanted basic lands that I could fetch up. I wasn't really sure. So I played 3 basics, 2 islands, 1 mountain, 9 blue fetches, 4 of which obviously Scalding Tarn, because the basic mountain. A Hallowed Fountain, 3 steam mounts, and the spells. You got your modern blue-red cards here. This is no Vanless Modern, of course. You got your modern blue-red cards. 4 Delvers, 4 Swift Spears, a Snapcaster, 4 PZs. Got the 3 Pierces, 2 Spell Snares, 4 Probes, 4 Bolts, and 2 Forked Bolts. And then we've got our 16 banned cards. 4 Treasure Cruise, 4 Mental Misstep, 4 Preordain, 4 Ponder. Just a very streamlined, insane blue-red Delver deck. It's like straight from a Legacy deck, except for you also get 4 Mental Missteps, and instead of Brainstorms, you have Preordain, which is almost just as good at flipping your Delver and still an insane card. So it's as close as to the old Legacy blue-red Delver deck with Treasure Cruise as you're going to get, except for Cruise is banned in Legacy, and so is Mental Misstep. So it's almost a little more broken, but not actually, because you don't have Force and you don't have Daze, but these cards are also really absurd. Mental Misstep is almost better than Daze. Almost. It's definitely, apparently it is because it's banned in Legacy and Daze is not, so apparently it is better than Daze. So yeah, that's the main deck. Pretty standard stuff. Looking good. Then the sideboard. Got 2 gut shots for other Delver decks. Maybe an Elf deck. Just random stuff. I really wasn't sure what he was going to play, so in case we had some sort of mirror, I wanted the gut shots. 2 Dismembers, because I actually thought he was going to play an Eldrazi deck. So I could have had just 4 paths, but I wanted to split it up a little because I felt like it was harder to play a path, like 2 paths in the same turn or whatever. So I didn't want to just play 4 paths on my board, so I played 2 paths and 2 Dismembers. 3 Meddling Mages. I hate this card. No, I don't actually hate it. I just feel like a lot of times in these aggro decks, it just feels bad to play. It costs a lot of mana, can just die, if your opponent's playing. If they're playing Blue-Red Storm and you play this card on Pyromancer Ascension, they probably play Bolts in their deck. They're just going to kill it. But that's that's the obvious. Oh, you can say that about any card, just as a Bolt. But specifically with the card Meddling Mage. But it's great. I maybe should have even played 4 in my board, just in case he was playing a combo deck. I'm not really positive, but I think, there's definitely a possibility he's playing a combo deck. He told me just to play some degenerate combo deck, so maybe he wanted some quick mirrors. I don't know. The 4th Spell Pierce. Then we've got our Artifact Destruction. Got us a Wear Tear, 2 Smash to Smithereens, and 2 Stony Silences. Mostly just because I think that Affinity is probably one of the best decks in this format. I've looked up a couple lists and played literally 0 games before what I'm about to play, so not sure, but with the cards that are legal, having Artifact lands and, Disciple definitely seems really powerful. So I wanted the Stony Silences, and I think there's just a lot of good artifacts that are legal, so I'm totally fine having a lot of artifact hate in the board. But yeah, this is the list. Pretty sick. Let's fire it up and see how she runs.